time is precisely 6:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here's the news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe and read by Ramesh Perez. First, the headlines. 50,000 graduates will be made permanent in the public service from 3rd of January. The Trade Minister says all parliamentarians past and present are responsible for the debt crisis. The Bangladesh Bank extends validity of the credit facility. The Sri Lankan Airlines has incurred a loss of more than 330 billion rupees. A digitalization project to transform Sri Lankan television begins this evening. In news overseas, the US halves isolation time for asymptomatic COVID infections. In sports, it's cricket. Sri Lanka's test keeper Dimuth Karunaratne nominated for the ICC Men's Test Player of the Year 2021 award. Now the local news in detail. 50,000 graduate trainees will be made permanent from the 3rd of January on the instructions of Minister Janaka Bandara Thennakoon. Steps are taken to recruit 60,000 graduates to the public service as soon as President Gotabaya Rajapaksa came into power. Accordingly, they have been sent for training. 50,000 out of them who underwent training for 1 year will be made permanent from the 3rd of January, while the rest will be made permanent from the 1st of April in the public service. Minister Bandula Gunawardena says the country is facing its most severe debt crisis in the history. He said all governments have obtained local and foreign debts to bridge the budget deficit. He said all parliamentarians past and present are responsible for the debt crisis. He added more than $4.5 billion have been allocated to pay foreign debts and interests until 2030, irrespective of the government in power. The Bangladesh Bank has extended validity of credit facility to extend to Sri Lanka by 3 months after the expiry of the first 3 months tenure of the credit facility. Bangladesh extended the credit facility amounting to $200 million under a currency swap deal with Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka received the loan facility from Bangladesh in 3 tranches. The government auditor has disclosed that Sri Lankan Airlines has incurred a loss of more than 330 billion rupees. Although Committee on Public Accounts and the Task Force to Restructure Loss-Making Public Enterprises had given instructions, the airline has not responded. There are 4,500 employees at the company. The auditor has revealed the loss for the last year was 47 billion rupees. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Continuing with more local news, a digitalization project to transform Sri Lankan television into the world's most advanced technology will be launched in Colombo this evening. The Minister of Mass Media and Information, Dallas Alahaperma, will be the chief guest at the launch of the digitalization project. The new project will be launched under special financial assistance provided by the government of Japan to Sri Lanka. Currently, each channel has to use individual frequency bands under the local broadcasting system. However, with the new digitalization program, the capacity of the frequency spectrum in Sri Lanka will increase the capacity of a single frequency by 800%. Due to this, in addition to the existing active television channels in the country, 200 more TV channels will be allowed to broadcast new programs. Litro Gas Company says collecting of domestic gas cylinders is taking place in a slow pace since it is not easy to remove substandard gas in the cylinders. The company has said technical equipment to remove gas has to be imported, which will take some time. Therefore, the company has expressed its regret over the inconvenience caused to the public. The report on bus fare amendments was scheduled to be handed over to the Transport Ministry Secretary today. The minister is expected to announce new fares tomorrow. Meanwhile, the chairman of the SLTB, Kingsley Ranawaka, said SLTB will not amend fares causing hardships to the public. He said discussions held today to implement a new plan jointly by SLTB and Railway Department to minimize inconvenience to the public by the railway strike. Milk Powder Importers Association says they will not be able to supply milk powder properly to the market for about another month and a half. Orders have been placed in the world market for milk powder. The importer said it will take about 1.5 months for those stocks to reach the country. Thereafter, they said milk powder can be issued to the market without a shortage. Teen pilot Sarah Rutherford landed at the Colombo International Airport, Ratmalana today in a bid to become the youngest woman to fly solo around the world. The 19-year-old Belgian-British pilot Sarah started the journey on August 18, 2021 to fly solo around the world. She hopes to complete 51,000-kilometer trip across 5 continents and 52 countries by mid-January 2022. Sri Lanka becomes her 56th stop. Sarah Rutherford is flying a Shark, which is a high-performance ultralight aircraft manufactured in Europe. And that's local news.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The University of Jayawardenepura has taken measures to conduct special tests to determine the spread of COVID-19 Omicron variant in Sri Lanka. The head of the Department of Immunology and Molecular Biology at the Sri Jayawardenepura University, Dr. Chandima Jivandara, said around 100 samples were obtained from various parts of the country for these tests. He said these tests would be conducted every Tuesday. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
And in Watchlight, the Commissioner General of Examinations, LMD Dharmasena, has informed heads of state schools that students who apply for the O-Level examination 2021 as private candidates have to apply online. The closing date of the applications for the exam will be January 20th, 2022. Guidelines and specimens of the application forms are now available from the website www.doenets.lk. And that came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
Christmas and New Year sales with CIB Janajaya Vasana has commenced. Valuable prizes and vouchers for CIB beers during the entire month of December. 20% discount will be given for bank cards and for gift vouchers. Visit CIB today as well.
Moving on to a bulletin of world news, first the headlines. The US halves isolation time for asymptomatic COVID infections. France tightens restrictions amid Omicron surge. Hundreds were given false COVID results in Sydney lab error. Now the world news in detail. US health officials have halved the recommended isolation time for people with asymptomatic COVID-19 from 10 to 5 days amid a surge in cases. The Centers for Disease Control said this must be followed by 5 days of wearing a mask around others. It said most transmissions happen in the 2 days before and 3 days after symptoms develop. The measure is expected to alleviate disruptions caused by staff shortages in many areas because of infections. France has announced tighter COVID restrictions amid concerns over the Omicron variant. From 3rd January, remote working will become compulsory for those who can, and public gatherings will be limited to 2,000 people for indoor events. The news comes as France recorded more than 100,000 new infections on Saturday, the highest number reported in the country since the pandemic began. A Sydney lab has told hundreds of people they did not have COVID when they in fact had tested positive amid soaring infections in the area. The mistake, which took place over the Christmas period, was due to a data processing error. The Australian state of New South Wales is seeing rising infection numbers following the arrival of the hyper-infectious Omicron COVID variant. Officials say an increase in swabbing tests had caused massive blockages. Back to the headlines of the world news. The US halves isolation time for asymptomatic COVID infections. France tightens restrictions amid Omicron surge. Hundreds were given false COVID results in Sydney lab error. And that concludes World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
Christmas and New Year sales with CIB Janajaya Vasana has commenced. Valuable prizes and vouchers for CIB beers during the entire month of December. 20% discount will be given for bank cards and for gift vouchers. Visit CIB today as well.
Development News is brought to you by Let's take coal out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
An interministerial joint program will be implemented to develop infrastructure facilities at main tourist attractions in the country. Tourism Minister Prasanna Ranatunga said that this special initiative is to be implemented jointly by the Ministries of Tourism, Foreign Affairs, Wildlife, Trade, Archaeology and National Heritage. The minister said the program will rectify shortcomings at main tourist sites. And that was Development News.
Development News was brought to you by the coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Moving on with sports news.
Moving on to sports news, Sri Lanka's test keeper Dimuth Karunaratne has been nominated for the ICC Men's Test Player of the Year 2021 award. India's spinner Ravichandran Ashwin, England captain Joe Root and New Zealand's all-rounder Kylie Jamieson have also been nominated for the ICC Men's Test Player of the Year award. Meanwhile, the first test between India and South Africa is being played in Centurion. Batting first, India scored 327 in their first innings. In reply, South Africa had reached 104 for 5 wickets short while ago. In other sports news, it's tennis. Austrian world number 15, Dominic Thiem, has pulled out of January's Australian Open with a long-standing wrist injury. The 28-year-old former world number 3 has not played since he sustained the injury at June in Mallorca Open. And that's sports news.
For all foreign currencies remitted through NSB based on the US dollar value, 10 rupees more per dollar, plus more gifts until 31st December 2021. NSB, the safest place for your money.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
In business news, Cinnamon Air opened its new aircraft maintenance hangar at the Bandaranaike International Airport, located alongside Cinnamon Air's exclusive domestic passenger terminal at the BIA. Cinnamon Air, owned and operated by Saffron Aviation Private Limited, is a joint venture between John Keells Holdings, MMBL Leisure Holdings and Phoenix Ventures. And that's business news.
Business News, sponsored by
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency 3 times through NSB U Trust.
Sri Lanka has welcomed a total of 69,941 tourists in the first 26 days of December, bringing the total number of arrivals to 174,930 for the year so far. The Tourism Ministry said the hike in arrival numbers is due to increased tourist traffic from India, Russia, the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, the United States, France, the Maldives, Ukraine and Kazakhstan. And that's economic news. The weather report is coming up.
The weather report.
And finally, moving on to the weather report, the Met Department says several spells of showers will occur in the northern, eastern and Uva provinces and in Polonnaruwa, Matale and Nuwara Eliya districts. Mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere. Misty conditions can be expected in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central and southern provinces during the morning. And that was the weather report. And to end this news broadcast, a recap of the main news headlines. 50,000 graduates will be made permanent in the public service from 3rd of January. The Trade Minister says all parliamentarians past and present are responsible for the debt crisis. The Bangladesh Bank extends validity of the credit facility. The Sri Lankan Airlines has incurred a loss of more than 330 billion rupees. A digitalization project to transform Sri Lankan television begins this evening. In news overseas, the US halves isolation time for asymptomatic COVID infections. And in sports, it's cricket. Sri Lanka's test keeper, Dimuth Karunaratne, nominated for the ICC Men's Test Player of the Year 2021 award. And that concludes this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.